Thanks. Anyway, I'll get this cleaned up and let Red know what happened. Boss, whatever I miss, whatever I regret, this is where I want to be. Whenever you need an ass kicked, the Iron Bull is with you.
Aw, Bull. You're so precious. Okay, musical. Oh my. You brought me here, Bull? You shouldn't have. But I've got some stuff to do first. Whoa, I just glitched.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
Drinking with Blackwall?
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Another moment to appreciate Inquisitor and how pretty she looks.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you.
Oh, English,
you would have
please.
done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Well, Blackwall, that was heavy. Who's Cabot? Oh. Blackwall, that was too heavy. Too heavy. It's okay. At least he confided in me.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
I hate politics.
You've got a crappy job then, boss. Man, those serving girls are frisky.
Thank you. She's one of my pride and joys.
Relatable.
So I'm happy to hear you say that. I'm very proud of her. She is one of my precious babies. I still haven't talked to Sarah because I'm waiting for something. Oh, Sarah, how long has it been since I've talked to you?
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
What did you think of the masks?
What masks?
The masks. Everyone had them on their faces.
Those weren't their faces.
Cool.
I'll talk to you later.
If you like. She's still behind the curtains in the reading room, watching the blood pool on the floor.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
That is kanji.
He writes words that aren't real, but they are for him, in a quiet place whose stone shape shakes the ground.
He's doing his references again.
I'll talk to you later.
If you like.
Oh, cool. I'm here. I feel bad for not talking to Sarah. I should probably talk to Blackwall again. About stuff. This is the first time I've taken the stairs, kind of. Whoop. Well. Fairbanks.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor.
Indeed. Very good to see you.
Not now, sister.
I know what you mean to do. It won't happen.
What? Uh-oh. Oh, it was a reference to Briala? Huh. Yes, Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. Yes, and I got the ending. Well, I got the approval and everything I wanted, so I was very happy. Especially with the ending, though, of course. Inquisitor, you've been a friend and an inspiration. You've given me the wisdom to know right from wrong, and more importantly, the courage to uphold the former. It's been my honor to serve you. Blackwall's gone?
The Spy Master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Go on. Leliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Lieutenant Cyril Mornay, one of the soldiers responsible for the Calais massacre of 937, was captured in Leeds. Like the others who were arrested for their involvement, Mornay insisted that he did not know who he was assassinating, and that he was just following the orders of his captain. This captain, Tom Renier, is still at large. Mornay is to be executed within the week in Valroyal. Okay. We're gonna have to look into that. But first, I gotta go speak to everybody, because I think I'm also gonna pick up the Vivienne's personal quest now, finally, which is a reference to Snow White. It's pretty great. Cassandra, my waifu.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Time for us besties to talk.
Talk to her, Your Worship.
That was my intention.
The fun never ends in Skyhold, does it?
The Inquisitor was hilarious. That's what they'll say one day. You watch. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
How can you and Leliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
Why am I not a kid? Why would I want to be?
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
She's so pretty. Cassandra.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
I'm surprised to hear you of all people say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
Many extraordinary things have happened to get us to this point.
I'm not so certain. I think it has been a long time coming. Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
What would you change about the Chantry?
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it needs reform. Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent. We must be vigilant, but we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
You're not the only candidate. What about Leliana?
Leliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy, but she and I remember a different person. Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Leliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think, and that would be chaos for us all.
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
What do you think? If you were to have a divine, the most holy, who would you want it to be?
Is there anything you need?
So, you're a candidate for divine now?
So I am informed.
Is that something you actually want?
Why should what I want matter?
Why shouldn't it matter? Don't you have the right to be happy?
It is very simple. The Chantry needs to survive. To do that, it must change. I have never believed in asking another to do what you are unwilling to do yourself. So I look upon this as an opportunity. I owe it to myself and all of Thedas to seek the Sunburst throne.
You think so? I heard some things about stuff, certain endings, so I have my questions, but...
I think you'd make an excellent choice.
Thank you. Let's hope the Chantry clerics agree.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Or Evelyn. They probably wouldn't make Evelyn. What?
Inquisitor.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Carry on.
If you've got questions,
I really don't know.
Carry on.
Oh, I have to judge.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation, and motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a
Varric for Divine.
And Briala as well, thanks to your efforts on her behalf.
What? Okay, maybe I should ask, is there someone in... Well, I don't know if I'll go through with it, but is there someone in particular you'd like to see?
I liked it. The Inquisition gets a valuable ally, and perhaps your people will get better treatment in Orlais.
How will mages be treated better? Oh, you mean elves? I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Mr. Elf.
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais,
as the Divine,
I believe Brianna is doing quite well on their behalf. She is an admirable
Not
woman.
Morrigan. Not Colin. Why? So instead of Divine Justina, would he be Divine Justin? No. God damn it. Looking for actual answers and getting none. Oh.
She's done good work. Hopefully, with our help, she can help them even more.
Yes. However much I identify, or fail to identify, with her people, Briala's efforts have been remarkable. She organized resistance against a powerful enemy, using only her wits and the resources at hand. That demands respect, especially in a world where most would look at her and only see a pair of pointed ears.
God damn it! I knew if I said Divine Justin, somebody would bring up something. No.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. Saving the day, reconciling lovers, mediating a civil war. So sugary, it's nauseating. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Happy to oblige. A taste of home, just for you.
Not just for me. Fun for the whole family.
Perhaps I should have invited some.
We were there. That's what counts. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
Oh my god, the ham of despair.
I should go.
I remember the food that tasted of despair.
What's on your mind?
I should go.
As you wish.
Oh my god, you guys. You can't be stopped, huh? Hey Fiona, what's up?
I heard of your verdict on Alexius.
Wow, that was like years ago.
Research on your behalf is almost too kind. I hope you know what you're doing. Do be wary of anything that man proposes.
I'll leave you to it.
I don't know why she said that. I swear she said it before. I don't think I have anything. Okay, just checking. Look at you loading.
Inquisitor, I find myself in the unpleasant position of asking you for help. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivian. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but you won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. You wouldn't want me to speak about your many issues, I'm sure.
Excuse me? My many issues being...
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful.
I could do without the backhanded insults,
I shall
though.
give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
Yeah, I think the quest is called the Heart of Snow White. Bring me the Heart of Snow White, yep. I was mentioning earlier it's a Snow White reference. Come on, Vivian, I'm trying so hard to like you a little bit. Please. Liliana! We're gonna be speaking of divine stuff, so... should probably save somewhere. Here. That confuses me when they put my saves out of order. I hate it.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
Hey, but that's not true. If you said your obsession with Cullen, maybe. But if you say Cullen and Alistair, that's me, not Evelyn. That's my obsessions. Not Evelyn's. Evelyn just loves Cullen. See? Musical's got it. Musical's got it.
Is becoming divine something you really want? When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm. Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it. And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The
Me for
Chantry is
divine?
faltering,
Oh god.
but it still has
No,
influence
you don't
over
want
the people.
that.
Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
You guys. Oh.
A message from Divine Justinia.
Pretty sure she's dead. Wow.
That's a shock. You're right reading it. Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there. Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it? Justinia was revered mother at the Chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her. Do you know what you're looking for? The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition, and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me. I'll help in whatever way I can. Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chancellor
Now
in
to
Valence.
test what I've done.
Try not to delay.
I guess we'll have to see.
I'm listening. You seem to know a great many people. I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable. What do you know of Morrigan? She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people. Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran. He seems so normal, like any other little boy, and so polite. Not
Who's
that I was
Kieran?
expecting anything else. I mean, never mind. We can continue this conversation later. You know where I am.
I don't know if she has any,
At your service, my lady. Anything I should know? Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition. I'll leave you to your work.
Let's go. Nope.
Inquisitor?
Leliana's not letting me leave. Let's go see Morrigan. That was a little delayed. But before we see Morrigan, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna be right back. Aw, musical! Sorry. Wait, what happened? She disappeared on her own? How did the sleepy me disappear? What? That was weird. Sorry, I forgot to put my drink in the freezer, so now it's in the freezer. Ugh. So many people in the courtyard. Oh, I bet Morgan loves hanging out here. Hey, Morgan.
You're the Inquisitor. Mother never told me the Inquisitor was a mage.
Oh, she never appeared? My mistake then. I thought I clicked it, but I guess I didn't.
That's not such a terrible thing, is it?
No, it would be worse. If you couldn't touch magic at all. Like being blind.
Kieran, are you bothering the Inquisitor?
Of course not. Did you see what's on her hand, Mother?
I did see. 'Tis time to return to your studies, little man. My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally.
I didn't know you had a son.
Why would you? I take great pains to not let my own reputation affect him in any way. To most in the Imperial Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad. Perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy, but seldom troublesome.
Will his father be joining us as well?
I have raised Kieran on my own for quite some time now, as was my preference from the start. So 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence.
Morgan's not a vampire, she's a mage.
He seems like a fine young man.
But not the sort one might expect a woman like me to raise.
No, Morgan, that's not true.
No son of mine would be raised in a marsh, bereft of contact with the outside world. His future will be difficult enough without my adding to his burden. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the
interesting?
remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Tarar Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
You notice Evelyn's face when she talks to Morgan? She's so interested. And she's got this little smile, and...
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do.
That's a lie.
I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. It is that he actually may.
Thank you, Morgan. Yeah, she did the whole eyebrow raise, yeah. But, you will learn that Mommy Morgan is like one of the cutest things you could ever witness. She's so cute. Where's Kieran?
My enemies are abundant. Many are those who...
Kieran, you're all the way over here by yourself? You can't even talk to him. He just stands there. But I like to think you can see a little bit of Alistair in him, I think.
My maker know my heart.
I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe.
Now that you've seen the Inquisition up close, what are your impressions?
'Tis remarkable what you have built. I will give you that. Soldiers are camped outside Skyhold in numbers that would give any nation pause. All this in precious little time, conjured from thin air through the power of fervor alone. I wonder if Corypheus suspected what he was enabling, just as I wonder what will become of all this once he is defeated.
I have no idea what will happen once all this is over.
Do you not? No doubt there will be countless men and women with suggestions. Beware the heights you reach, Inquisitor. When this is done, many will be eager to knock you back down.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah yes, whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally,
you tell them,
it
girl.
helps to have friends in high places.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kukari wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. She is the reason the Blight was defeated. I wish things had gone differently in the end. It had to be, yet. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
Is that all I had to ask her?
I imagine your forces will be heading into the Arbor Wilds very soon, Inquisitor. Trust me when I say that wherever the Illuvian is hidden, it is worth any effort to prevent Corypheus from acquiring it.
What work have you been doing to help us?
Currently, my efforts are focused on determining what Corypheus is,
I
and
think,
from where
did
his
I ask
power
her about
comes.
her?
The elven orb he carries is what draws my attention. I wonder if the power he used to tear open the Fade, in fact, came from the orb. Perhaps it is even the source of your anchor. If I learn of its origin, I may also learn what Corypheus now intends, as well as his weaknesses.
Is it even possible that Corypheus could succeed?
The Black City exists. Wherever one goes in the Fade, it is visible in the sky. The last time Corypheus and his cohort stormed its doors, they unleashed the Blight upon the world. This time, Perhaps he might indeed gain untold power, becoming something unto a god. It is also possible he could unleash something far worse than the Blights. So yes, Corypheus could succeed in his goal. If not, his attempt alone could destroy the world.
Corypheus says I'm a rival. Does that mean...
Could you become a god? That depends. Are you prepared to use your anchor to enter the Black City?
I wouldn't know how, if that's even possible.
Perhaps Corypheus fears the moment when you learn.
Do you know anything about his dragon?
It has the appearance of an archdemon. Of that, I am certain. A true archdemon, however, is supposedly the corrupted form of an old god. Has Corypheus actually dug up one of the ancient prisons? If so, why has a new blight not begun? His dragon is something else, something connected to his blighted nature as well as his magic. Beyond that, I cannot say.
I could use your company for my excursions outside Skyhold.
I have spent my share of time wandering the wilderness in the company of others, Inquisitor. Thank you for the invitation, but for now I will restrict my efforts to researching the arcane.
However you can help, it's appreciated.
Continue prodding at Corypheus, Inquisitor. Elicit a reaction, and we may yet learn from it.
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions...
No, I asked already.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Da-da-da. Okay, time to see Cullen.
The blessing upon his parents and onto the maiden.
Run, run! Whoa. Well, no. Call the Queen and King of Ferelden. Do it. Oh my god, is this what I think it is? Oh my god.
Ryland's men will monitor the situation.
Yes, sir. We'll begin preparations at once.
In the meantime, we'll send soldiers to assist with the relief effort. That will be all.
I love that smile.
There's always something more, isn't there?
Wishing we were somewhere else?
I barely found time to get away before. This war won't last forever. When it started, I hadn't considered much beyond our survival. But things are different now.
What do you mean?
I find myself wondering what will happen after. When this is over, I won't want to move on. Not from you. But I don't know what you... That is, if you...
Cullen, do you need to ask?
I suppose not. I want... No. Leave me. Leave me.
Bad dream?
They always are. Without lyrium, they're worse. I didn't mean to worry you.
You can let me worry about you a little.
All right. You are... Oh, I have never felt anything like this.
I love you. You know that, right?
I love you too.
And she looked so pretty. And he looked so pretty. And they did it here. They did it here. And they did it here. Probably here.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
At least there was dancing.
Or an attempt at it, anyway.
I thought you did well.
Well, I'm grateful for your poor taste in dance partners.
Is there anything I should know?
My senior officers report that the soldiers are in good spirits. Having the Imperial Army as an ally has bolstered their confidence. The Orlesian military is highly regarded. Of course, I'd wager our own recruits are equal to any chevalier.
You want to see my Inquisitor naked? Though, if you do actually want to see the Inquisitor's boobs, just romance Sarah. I need, like, 50 moments, please. I'm not okay. I need to see it again.
Is there anything I should know?
Your plan is sound. We are ready to move on the Arbor Wilds when you give the word. I will see you reach the temple before Corypheus.
May I ask you something?
Always.
Aww.
The Inquisition won't last forever. What will you do when this is over?
If we are together, it hardly matters.
That's all I wanted to know.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend. Was there something you needed?
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
Do you have some time?
For you, always.
I think we've done enough work for the day, don't you?
You may be right.
Why wouldn't you be able to be a lesbian? Why would that ever be an option in a BioWare game? You always have a choice of sexual preference. That's crazy that you thought otherwise. Fans would be outraged if that were the case. And I would think they'd have every right to be. Haha. I am in full swoon mode and I can't open this door anymore. You broke this door. Wait, the more important question. Did we break this door? Huh. Colin, now I have to leave this way. But I want to leave that way. I want to see it a billion times. A billion times. I really want to go through that door, though. Okay. But I want to get closer to there. How can I get closer to there? This isn't closer. We're in What the? What are you doing? No, please! Get back over here! What are you doing? In here! Please, it's not safe! Please? Step back. Oh, thank you! Thank you, I was concerned for your safety. Don't ever, please. Wow. Wow. See, this is a room. Up there's Cullen's bed. There's a hole in the ceiling. See? See? Hole in the ceiling. You know what? I have to go listen to the NPCs. I don't want to leave you. I'm having a difficult time leaving you right now. Do I have to? Huh? Oh. I don't wanna. Well. I wonder if that guard was okay. No, he could totally sleep in my bed. I mean, either way, we can sleep in each other's beds, but it's fine with me. It's both beds. Why not? My room's bigger, so. Huh. I'm trying to see if. It's kind of difficult though, because everyone talks at once. But I heard there are some NPCs that comment on the sex. So I heard. Oh, I have things to judge. Pardon me. Can't just dwell on doing Cullen all day, can I? Damn it. How am I supposed to play the rest of this game now? You guys put a hole in the ceiling. Oh yeah, my Asari throne.
I do not believe a reminder is necessary for this accused. Her capture and disgrace could not have been more public. Just Floriane de Chalon, although her titles are among the dignities already at risk of forfeiture. You spared her life despite her treachery. What becomes of it now falls to you.
You know, the funny thing is, if you actually... If she's dead... you still have to judge her, and you basically judge her body in a box. Like, it's just, I don't know. Her pieces of her body in a box. What? This is what I think about. What do I think about Cullen? Cullen and Alistair? Yes.
Out of your element, Floriane. Welcome to the Inquisition. My party. Despite her posture, Lady Floriane has acknowledged your authority.
Should I curse you on behalf of the Elder One? I realize he had no intention of honoring the concordats I manipulated. Do as you must. I respect your mastery of the game, even as I despise your victory. Celine does not know her fortune.
I kind of find it hilarious that Evelyn and Cullen got it on before she has to do important business. Fresh just woke up. Hey, let me sit on my throne and get some business done. Jester's outfit, bad shoes. Oh my god. What? What's a good? That's hilarious. Let me see. I'm thinking about this one. The only one that slightly disapproves is Cassandra. I'm kind of thinking about it. Her slyness. Ah, you say recruit her? Clears her mind, except it doesn't. Yeah. Okay, I guess if you guys think.
She remains a creature of formality and opportunity. We have use for both.
I literally just got out of bed and got dressed.
Duchess, Josephine will see that your wiles profit the Inquisition. Don't disappoint.
She was literally naked like 5 minutes ago.
That the game is never truly over, your worship.
Oh god, I find that so funny. Oh, Vivian slightly disapproves. No surprise there. I still want to give her bad shoes. Okay, back to Inquisitor duties, I guess. Next mission to do on the war table? Cullen.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
No one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
They've already begun composing songs about it in Val Royale, no doubt. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
You mean people like the politics? Aren't we just here for romancing?
The Empress realized she was in danger.
She's always in danger. Those loyal to her should have practiced more vigilance. But let's
Will she? Oh, that's hilarious. I'm gonna have to try that sometime.
Have secured us allies and favors alike.
A viper's nest. The only exciting part was dancing with Cullen, right? Right?
Playing the game was thrilling. We did just make history.
Indeed. Tales of this affair have begun circulating in Val Royale. Although I do wish Varric would show...
Welcome back, Remix, by the way. I'm sorry. My mind is somewhere else entirely right now. I'm sorry. What is focus? I don't know. Yeah. I didn't know that. Please. Just take a day off, Evelyn. Spend it in Cullen's office.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
Our alliance with Orlais holds. For the present. They'll send aid on request.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support,
you're acting like we didn't just roll around all over your office.
Must be panicking.
My agents agree.
Oh, I forgot to talk to Sarah.
Taken his disciples. We've beaten their god twice over. Corypheus must be livid. Where is he now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thedas long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find